Hey everyone, it's Aaron Schechter from the Wet Shaver Review and 365shaves.com. Coming to you today with day number 2 of my weekly theme of UK soaps versus French soaps. The debate's on, folks. Is the English, Scottish, Wales, and the UK based soaps or the French soaps going to win my heart this week, as in terms of performance and scent and overall luxury of, and ease of use and, expectation and all that good stuff that we look for in that holy grail of soaps that we're always, on the lookout for. So today I had chosen to try out a soap called Scottish Fine Soaps. Classic male grooming shave soap, Savon de Rosage. Now, I don't know why they have a French Savon de Rosage in there, but it is made in Scotland. This is made in Scotland in the UK. So it is a UK made soap. So I have a few criteria that I go through when I judge a soap, and I try a soap out to see if I like it or not. And the first of my criteria is the packaging that it comes in. Unfortunately, today I am going to have to be judging the packaging based off of, number one, memory, because I've seen it, I've held it, and I've actually looked at it. And what it is a beautiful, beautiful wooden presentation box that has probably, I'm not sure if it's floral foam or some kind of wooden presentation around it, that a ceramic, it's like a glazed ceramic bowl sits in, that has a lion's head on it with a purple, very regal purple satin type surrounding cloth around it, and when you open it up, it's on gold hinges. So when you open that box up, you're looking down at this glazed white lion's head porcelain dish that the soap is in, that has like a purple, very regal lining to it. Probably one of the nicest presentation boxes and actual soap containers that I've ever seen on the market. That is probably one of the strongest points of this soap, is the presentation. It is awesome for a gift. It's quite impressive. What I did, and it comes, as I bought the refill, comes in a box that looks like this, and it says Scottish Fine Soaps, classic male grooming, and it says a rich shave soap to soothe and protect skin during shaving, ideally used with a bristle brush, well, that's a good thing, right? To create a rich lather for a closer and smoother shave. Fragranced with signature scent of classic male grooming. Now, signature scent of classic male grooming, that ain't really a classification of scents, okay? If I had to describe this scent, the easiest way to do it, and it's very hard for me to pronounce this word, I can't do it. But back in the very early 1900s, there was a company called Coty, C-O-T-Y, that created a scent, and I'm going to try to pronounce it, that is, I believe it's pronounced Cypher or Saphir, which is a woodsy, exotic, spicy scent. It is very, very easily recognizable. If you've ever smelt the green bottle of Polo, that is exactly what it is. That's a Cypher. I can't, Cypher, I think it might be pronounced. I just have a hard time pronouncing it. That's the actual scent of this. I know what the scent is. It's just, it's a wonderful scent. It's very, very, very good. A lot of people have complained that upon lathering it, that they don't smell it any longer. I would say that might be somewhat true. it's hard for me to say because I think I'm going to be doing another review on this. I don't think that my take on this soap today is going to be my final take on this soap. So as far as scents go, if you like the original Polo in the green bottle with the little gold, emblem of the jockey sitting there on the golden horse, hidden plain Polo, you're going to like the scent. The scent is amazing. The scent is great. And, it just so happens that it fits in a old Taylorville Bond Street container quite well that I recycled, took the label of the sandalwood off of it, put on the classic male grooming onto there, popped it in there, and you got yourself some Scottish fine soap in a Taylorville Bond Street container, and I just kept plastic tub out of the out of the landfills. So in that regard, that's a positive. It's got a very nice scent. The packaging of the real presentation is outstanding. Probably, in my opinion, probably one of the best on the entire market. The scent is amazing, extremely good, though it does not really hold through to the lather as well as it does as you're lathering it itself and smelling it as a puck itself. Scent dissipates a little bit, but it's still pretty decent. This is where it all kind of starts to go and fall apart and go downhill. The next criteria I look for is actually the lather. How's the lather provide? Is it an adequate lather? Is it a thick lather, cushioning lather? Does a lather exist? Well, unfortunately, this lather suffers from what I call the Williams mug soap syndrome. And for you guys that love Williams, God bless, and I hope you don't hate me for saying that. It's just Williams mug soap. I've never, ever been able to lather adequately. I might, and that's why I'm saying I think I'm going to be coming back to this soap again, and this will not be my final review. This might be one of those soaps I need to use distilled water for. I cannot use my home tap. It's just, I lathered probably, and I'm not even kidding or exaggerating, easily 15 minutes. I tried to load this brush and paint my face over and over and over. And I used my Ralph Faust 6/8 Spanish point straight razor, and by the time I went to shave my neck area, my face was completely gone. I could see skin again. It was completely dissipated. What was an adequate thick lather completely dissipated by the time I just raised the razor to my neck. I didn't even shave yet, and this was gone. So back to the brush I go, and I'm painting my face again, and again, by the time I paint my face and go to get to my neck is gone. Well, not my neck, but the soap, the lather on my neck is gone. So there's some lather issues here, and that will be reflected on the 365 shaves slider bar score for lather. It will also be reflected for the scent and packaging, which were very good. But lather, unfortunately, which is a very important aspect of a shaving soap, obviously, was not that impressive with the Scottish fine soaps. Though that verdict may change as time goes on and I use the soap a little bit more. I'm not gonna completely abandon the soap. I am gonna give it its fair shake and try to make it work, over some time and go from there. The final criteria I look at when I judge a soap is the slickness or glide, because you could have a very thick cushioning lather. That's if a lot of people debate if there's such thing as cushion or not. I personally believe there is. It's what protects your face before the in between the blade touching your face, and it's the in between. It's that whatever cushion you have in between. I believe it does exist, and this had zero cushion because it disappeared. But for some reason, it actually did have a little bit of retentive glide, what I'm going to call it, a retentive slickness. It did have an adequate, is what I'm going to call it, amount of glide. I don't know if you could see it on my neck, but I do have a bit of irritation on my neck from today's shave. Nothing horrible, but enough. My face is a little bit redder than normal. you know, but I did get a close shave. My neck was not as close as I usually like to get it, but it was close enough. It was a socially acceptable shave. My face actually was probably a DFS. I mean, or you know, or CCS or whatever these acronyms everyone uses are. Definitely not a BBS though. Definitely not as good as yesterday's shave with Lather Lucien. That was a completely different ballpark than what I experienced today. Today was an uphill battle. So as far as Glide goes, adequate. Nothing to write home about. It was better than the Lather would have made me believe though. So all that being said, packaging, wonderful. Scent, if you like that woodsy, spicy, exotic smell, excellent. Think Polo, the original Polo in a green bottle. That's pretty much what this smells like. Lather, not so good. I had a very hard time with it, though I am not going to give up on it. I'm going to work on it. I've read a lot of reviews saying that it's one of those soaps that it's hard initially to get it down, but once you have it right, it's kind of like Mitchell's Wool Fat. And I actually did a video on that supporting using Mitchell's Wool Fat, which I originally had a hard time working with as well. But ultimately now I can make one of the best lathers out of any soap I own with Mitchell's Wool Fat. This might turn into to become Mitchell's Wool Fat eventually for me. For now it's not. For now this was a very difficult lather. Glide or Slickness, adequate. At best, it was adequate, and I was able to get myself through my shave. Of worthy mention, I'd like to bring up the Aftershave, though I'm not reviewing it. I'd like to just mention the fact that it's available. 75 milliliters or 2.5 ounces. It's a little bit of a smaller bottle, but a little bit goes a long way. This is more of a lotion. They're calling it a moisturizing aftershave balm. I would say it's more of a lotion than a balm. Very silky feeling on the face. It has a little bit of a cooling effect to it. I haven't read the ingredients on it, and from what I do see, it's a little bit hard to read, but I do believe it does say it contains menthol in it. And it, not for nothing, you might need a little bit of a cooling sensation after shaving with this, because it like I said, the lather was pretty rough. But this was pretty nice. It didn't smell exactly the same as that Cypher or Cypher scent that I'm referring to. Though it does smell very nice. It has more of an oak moss type of a smell, more of a fern-like smell to it, scent to it, and I think it was really nice. As far as finishing touches, I would recommend, because it's such a unique scent, I would recommend going with the unscented witch hazel, or going with just an alum block and just doing something unscented, and then letting your aftershave or no aftershave and using a cologne, eau de toilette, eau de parfum, letting something like that carry you through the day for your scent of the day. My scent of the day today was something completely different, which I went with an amber scent, which I went with a little bit older scent today, from roughly about early 2000s, maybe 2001, 2003, something like that. I went with Thierry Mugler. I went with Amen, which is called an oriental or an amber scent, which has a very sensual, very exotic, deep, sensual scent is how I'm going to describe it. Very, I don't want to call it a musk, but very musk-like in the sense that it sticks to your skin, and has a very good what's called a sillage, which is projection. It stays on the skin very well, at least it does for me. Your mileage may vary. And this added some complexity to the soap, which did not have a lot of, even the aftershave, a lot of, in the cologne world, what's called sillage, which is longevity and projection. It didn't have a lot of it. I was looking for that today, and amen, it was there, because it worked out quite nicely and actually paired very nicely as well. So thus concludes my review of Scottish Fine Soaps. I will be back again probably in the future with another review and an update on this. as time goes on, because I do not think this will be my final review, as I am going to work on the lather, because they wouldn't be in business if the lather was the way it came out for me today. Bottom line, they wouldn't be in business. So that being said, I hope you enjoyed this review. I wish it was a little bit more positive. At this point, France gets 1 point. The UK, sorry, I love you guys. I love you, Britain. But right now, France has 1 point with Le Père Lucien. So, but hey, we're just in the beginning of the week. We have a whole week to go, and we got some pretty good soaps to go from the UK. So, on that note, God bless, and I will see you soon. I'm Aaron from 365 Shaves and the Wet Shaver Review. Thanks. Bye-bye.